Hello vinyl community, it's Berkshire Mike here. This is a small video to show you a couple of things I bought in February because I didn't buy a lot, and to show you a couple of albums that Ben Rankins from Australia has sent us, VCLT. So, start off, got this beauty. It's called After Poem. And it's by Fatan Cannon. At least I think that's how we pronounce it. It's Lebanese or something. It's hard to explain what sort of music she plays, produces. So I'll just read you what it says on the hype sticker. A mysteriously smudgy, bittersweet and uniquely playful album that traces the metaphysical threads connecting us. Deeply melodic, After Poem has a timeless warmth, joining modern minimalism, early music and baroque structure with more textural ebbs and tides. It's great. Probably why I do like it, because it does remind me of the old baroque type music, which I do love. It's a limited edition clear vinyl with the usual download. It's excellent. A little insert with it, and obviously, like it says, clear vinyl. And that's what the label looks like. It all just, the whole album just melds into each other. So there's no standout tunes that I've found at the moment. I haven't had it long, so I haven't played it that often. Maybe in the future I will have some standout tunes, but at the moment the whole album is just like one massive song. Excellent. First time I ever heard it, I thought it was great, and I pre-ordered this. It came the other day and I'm so chuffed. Next, the Germs GI. I used to have this, or rather I used to have the original OG. This is GI, and there you go. It's only, I mean, you can go online now or go on Discogs and there's about 5 albums you can buy. But this is the only proper album by the Germs, because obviously Derby Crash died after this album. Some great songs on it. Communist Eyes, Lexicon Devil, Let's Pretend. It's not really a bad song on it. They're not the best punk group in the world, but they certainly deserve to be in anybody's collection. And I don't have many American records, but this one is great, and I'm glad I've got it again. The version I've got, I believe, is an official release, so it's from, you know, bootleg, I presume that's what they're called, but this was done by Joan Jett. Yeah, produced by Joan Jett. It's an excellent album, highly recommended. You go and get it. Next one, another one I had in my collection and just got back. This time it is an OG. Talking Heads 77. I love Talking Heads. And it's obviously got Psycho Killer on it. Tentative Decisions. Great album. Talking Heads, 1977, or rather 77. Comes on Sire, and there's the original inner with the lyrics on the back and the photo of the guys on the other side. Superb album, really glad to have it back. Another one in my collection again, 20 Jazz Funk Greats by Throb and Gristle. This is a re-release, just came out recently. Limited edition green vinyl with an 8-page booklet. I always laughed at myself about the poor sods that bought a thing that was jazz funk. But it's just great. Not a bad song on it. In my opinion, it's the best thing that From Gristle ever did. And it's on super green vinyl, like it says. And there's the label. Superb. Mute. Yeah, mute. And there's the booklet. Full of all the normal rubbish. Great albums. Next, CD. I love Cranberries. This is Bury the Hatchet. It's got the usual Promises, Animal Instinct, Just My Imagination. I picked this one up because it's a Malaysian copy. And there you go, Malaysian. Worth having. Great album. Next, Depeche Mode. It's Classics, Rarities and Revelations. And that's exactly what it says on the front there. This actually comes free with the Mojo magazine this month. So if you're a completist, you have to rush out and get it before you can't. And if you're just curious, it's got 15 great songs on it. They've all been done before. These are mixes and special editions and stuff. Nothing that you've never heard of, but it's worth having. And if you're new to Depeche Mode, what a great starting point. Now, back to the VCLT. Ben from Australia. He's got his own little bands, and this is, he sent a couple of records from one of his earlier bands that no longer are around. The band's called Push Button Auto. He sent this, it's a great album, Like a Nerve. This was produced, funded and everything by the band. It's got some great songs on it. I love There's So Much Beauty in This Life. It's indie rock, but it's really good. I like Castaway, and Saint Cecilia loves Guido Reni. That's a lovely song. And I'm massacring the pronunciation of his name. But played it 3 times now, and every time I hear it, it just gets better. So Ben sent that, and this next album is by the same Push Button Auto. This album's called History is Made at Night, and this one was produced or funded by Arts Victoria. I'm not sure if I like this more than the other album, but I loved Inert and Place in the Sun. The last two tracks are fantastic. And the other tracks on it, I mean, there's 11 tracks here. Not a bad song on it. So thank you, Ben. He asked if anybody wants his album. I don't know if the offer still stands, or maybe he's got rid of them all now. But check Ben out. On Discogs as well, he's got a couple of other bands, and I've been listening to them on Discogs, and I'm going to buy them. So there's another 2 albums by Push Button Auto that I need to get, because I am now a fan. And these other bands which I can't remember off the top of my head. Sorry, Ben. Sound excellent as well. So you've got a new fan here. And he also sent us a history of rock and roll, an alternative version, 1960s and 70s. And it's got 150 songs on it. And they're all by Australian bands. And it's from Missing Links, The Black Diamonds, Easy Beats, The Loved Ones, Nasta's Apprentices, which I couldn't find anything about online, Purple Hearts, which initially when I first saw this list I thought it was the British Purple Hearts, but of course everything on here is Oz, The Atlantics, The Wild Cherries, Russell Morris, Olivia Klaus, Chain, Spectrum, Buffalo, Matt Taylor, The Saints. Great. Thanks very much. It's a great compilation of Aussie stuff that I probably never hear anywhere else. And I love garage punk, but I've got a laptop full of it. But I've got no Aussie stuff on there, so I'm going to upload this to my phone and it'll be on my playlist because it's excellent. Thank you, Ben. But that's lovely Ben with your lovely records. There you go. Thanks very much, Ben. It's appreciated. All the best, mate. Keep it up. There's some great musicians on Final Community. Great JT. Paco. And more. Ben. Mike the Final Policeman. I can't play anything. Still, I can jump out of planes. All the best.